2001 Honda, front end collision, new condenser. We're only gonna focus on suction line temperature. This is not the correct place to get your superheat, but it's not physically possible to get down to where you need to out of the condenser. So the superheat would be lower. Subcooling would be lower than higher. Actually, the number's higher than normal because there's actually extra heating going on, or cooling going on by the circumference of the dryer. Taking the temperatures. Oh, so we have a cycling car. This is what I have to get. A lot of guys want to use the little cans. You have to have your doors and windows open, loading it. You hear the compressor going off and on, and you see the numbers going up and down. You cannot take any right steady readings if you constantly have fans turning off and on and a compressor turning off and on. You have to have it in a steady loaded method. So let's get it out of doors open. Let's get it into fresh air mode, and we're going to try to put a load on it, but the ambient temperature is too low. That's another thing. You cannot fill up even close to correctly if you were going to half-ass it and try to do the cans. If you're in cold ambient temperatures, like right now it's 66 degrees. Our dash temperature is going down to 41 degrees, as you can see right there. And that's where it cycles off. It's still satisfying. So even though I have it on recycle mode, and I mean not recycle mode, I got it out of recycle mode, and let's take this ambient temperature sensor and let's kind of get a rough idea of what the temperature is getting sucked down here from the slightly warmed air coming through the condenser. It picks up heat through the radiator. Yes, it picks up heat. It's hot enough. Over the fans hit the engine and right onto the exhaust. That heat is coming up here. It's getting sucked in with the cold air and a mix of some of the hot air. And look at this. From 66 degrees on this particular vehicle to here, it's going up to 71 degrees. That is it, because it's so cool outside. Some vehicles, this might be 140 degrees right here. It's different on every vehicle, depending on how the air is flowing. So our suction line temperature on this particular vehicle, watch it, see where it's going, 47, 46. This is what we're dwelling on this week. I'm going to try to do these quick, and we're only concentrating on the temperature of the refrigerant going back and cooling the compressor. It's very important that there's enough refrigerant. You could run low on refrigerant, still have cooling out of the dash, but there's absolutely no more refrigerant left over with energy in it to absorb more heat to cool off the compressor. And this next upcoming week, I'm going to try to dwell on that, so you can see different conditions and different temperatures of different vehicles of the return refrigerant cooling off the compressor itself. And this is with all the doors and windows open with an ambient temperature. Well, the ambient temperature is 66 degrees. The air getting sucked in here is 69, but it's probably cooler because it sucks in cool air over there, and it's a mix. So what you read there is not the actual temperature with it in fresh air mode. And I still cannot, in this ambient condition, the compressor is cycling off and on because there's not enough load. I'd have to bring it out in the sun, and it'd probably have to be about 75 degrees with the doors open for this to stop cycling, and then you can take proper measurements. All right, that's all, guys.